Hello, Trinity family. This is Pastor Doer, and this is your Theology in 3. Today, I would like to talk about Psalm 23. This is one of the most famous passages in all of Scripture. It's something that, if you don't know anything else in Scripture, you haven't memorized anything else, you probably know Psalm 23. It makes its way into movies and film all the time. So what I'd like to do is look at verses 4 through 6 and talk about those today. Verse 4. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. What I'd like to talk about here is this comment in 4. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. This is one of the reasons that we see this psalm to be a psalm of comfort. And I'd like to talk about the rod and the staff. This is a shepherd's staff. This is a professional shepherd's staff. This is used in competitions today for professional sheep herding. It's kind of short for me. It's about 2 feet shorter than I am, but that's okay. What I want to point out here is that you've got this big hook at the end. It's a walking stick with a big hook at the end. So first of all, it's useful if you need, if your job is walking around outside in uneven terrain. It's helpful to have something to lean on, especially if you get older. Now, if you look at this hook is useful because it allows the shepherd to rescue sheep. Sheep are dumb. Sheep are real dumb. So it allows him to rescue sheep. So if a sheep gets stuck in a hole, he can stick it out. He can grab the sheep. He can pull it back in, either around the leg or the neck or something like that. And so this can be a useful tool for the shepherd in protecting the sheep and caring for the sheep when they get themselves into trouble. It can also be used as a makeshift weapon if necessary. Now in 1 Samuel 17, David talks about the weapons he uses to fend off predators, the bear and the lion. He uses a sling and a stone. So a shepherd was likely armed with something like that as well. But this also can be used. It's helpful to have a stick around if you need to thwack a predator with it, scare it away or something like that. So it's a very useful tool for the shepherd who's keeping an eye on his sheep. Now in Psalm 23, we see this reference to a rod and a staff. And this is what it says. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. And he's saying, in this passage, he's saying, look, Yahweh God is my shepherd. He's the one who protects me. He's the one who cares for me. He's the one who gets me out of a sticky situation when I get myself into it. When I am dealing with enemies from all around, he is the one who protects me. He's the one who cares for me. And so this is why this is a psalm of comfort. This is a psalm of comfort because here we see that even in the darkest of times, we can pray this psalm, we can sing this psalm. And when we do, we're reminded that we have a God who loves us, a God who cares for us, a God who looks after us from our outside enemies and from our own self as we do dumb things. I pray that you have a blessed rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you soon.